Hello my lovelies, how's everyone doing today? Welcome back to my channel. If you have not been here before, my name is Jenny. Welcome aboard. So for today's video is what you saw in the title is about ColourPop's new Sailor Moon collection. So the only thing I was able to grab on the site, I went on literally like within the first minute. I was able to grab both lip kits and the eye palette. I was not able to grab the I'm dropping everything. I was not able to grab the blush palette. So for the blush, I'm going to be using their Floating Lights designer collection from the Disney. So that way I can still stay with the ColourPop. And I did use the Going Coconuts for my bronzer. That way I'm kind of staying with ColourPop to try to give a ColourPop look. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. So I got this yesterday. I got it in the mail, and I also got, like when they ship their orders, they ship it in a really nice box. They put lots of really thick bubble wraps. They have excellent packaging. I was going to do an unboxing, but you know, we know what's in the box. There's no sense doing an unboxing on it. And they have like a little card they put in their things, and like the front of it always has the ColourPop. And then this one says, "Won't you be mine?" which I thought was really cute. The last few I've gotten says, like light up my life, or you light up my life, or something like that. But that's what that one says. And for the highlight today, instead of using a ColourPop highlight, I decided to use my Ofra, and it's the 3-pan one. I'm going to be using the Pillow Talk, which is this one right here, just because I really like it and I really enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to be using. So anyway, as you tell, I've already done everything on my face. I did use the Fenty again today. I'm still trying it out. This is day number 4. I haven't done any videos this week because I haven't really felt well. I am going today for my labs that I put off earlier in the week. They are doing them today, so I have like an hour to get everything ready on my body and my face to go to have that done. A little nervous since I switched everything over supplement wise, so we'll see. And since I took myself off the cholesterol medication, so we'll see how that goes. I won't have the results until next week, so I will let you know how that goes. And this week is also National Eating Disorder Week. I want to do a separate video on that, so I may or may not get that in. We'll see. But I did promise you guys I want to talk about the bucket list. So while I'm putting this makeup on and while I'm talking about this, I do want to talk about bucket lists. So what's on your guys' bucket lists? One of my bucket lists was trying all the makeup I could. Not really, but that's just what I do, right? So, oh my gosh, look at this, is so cute. You guys have got to see. Okay, look at this. I don't know, is it coming? Look, isn't that the coolest? I wonder if it's supposed to be like, I'm not sure if it's what it's supposed to do. Is like supposed to like not have, yeah, like first she's got, and then she's got it. And listen, like 8 ASMR. That is so cool. Oh, look. Look. Aren't they pretty? This one looks like it might be a glitter. And I don't do, oh my God, did you just see that? It just all fell out. Oh my God. I haven't even touched this palette yet. It just all fell out and broke everywhere. Oh my God. Ah. And that color was so pretty. It just like, it went like every single bit of it's gone. It's all over. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I can bring the camera down. I don't know if it'll let, my camera won't go down to show you. It just went all over my vanity bench. Like all over my towel. Oh my God, all over my clothes. I don't know if I can, oh my gosh. I'm gonna try to get this back in that pan somehow. I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, I am back. I had a hell of a mess here. I mean, it was everywhere. I was able to like scoop it back in there. I'm almost scared to turn it up. And I pushed it down, but I did email them to let them know what had happened, and they'll probably just tell me the same thing. They'll probably tell me, oh, push it back in there. But that's not the point. The point is it should not have fallen out like that. I mean, you saw it, like, I don't even know what it looks like because I haven't watched this back, obviously. But I mean, all I did was lift it up and it just crumbled. And I haven't even touched this yet. I mean, I literally took it out of the box, brought it over here, opened it up right in front of you. So I don't know what happened, but it almost makes me scared to touch anymore. But I need to swatch these for you, and I'm going to be using them for you. So I'm just going to like do the swatches down here. So I'm just going to go like this way with them. So literally I'm going to just swatch each one this way. You'll see which ones I'm doing without having to lift them up, because I don't want to lift this palette up too much. So I'm just going to, oh look, oh my god, I'm touching the rest of them and they're literally moving in the pan. I don't know if I can do this with showing you guys or not, but see that? They're moving in the pan. This is really, or the palette, the pans are actually moving. This is scary. I'm going to do it on the back of my hand. They're all doing it. They're all moving. Yep, they're all moving in the pan. This is not a very good way to, because of my bony hands. I don't know if you can actually see the colors or not, because my hands are not the best place to be doing swatches, but it's that first row. It's hard for me to find, I'm going to do it over here, because this is probably a better place for me to do swatches. Alright, this is that color that fell out. It's a pretty color too. Makes me wonder if I use it though on my face. And the color right beside it is the same way. It's called Silver Millennium. It's doing the same exact thing. As soon as I touch it, it's really creamy. It doesn't show up on my hand at all though. It's like not on my arm, it's not showing up at all. Then there's that glitter one. I am not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. I've scooped in 3 times now with this this second row. And these are the colors I was most excited about. That's the second row. And as you can see, like this is that second silvery color. This is the one that fell out, but it just, it's not impressing me. Not impressing me. Let's see how that third row does. I really suck at doing swatches. Alright, the third row is not moving around and the colors are performing a lot better. That's that third row. I just do quick swatches on them. So those colors are a lot better on the arm, but those first 2 rows, no, didn't impress me. We're going to see what I can do with this. I am not making any promises on how this is going to turn out, because the first 2 rows, you know, that second color, that Silver Millennium, I wanted that to work well. I mean, it still may, because I have, you know, I had the base down. I have my P. Louise, the eyeshadow base down. I have that down, so it may pick up on that. So we're going to find out. We're just going to find out. So, you know, I wanted to talk about the bucket list, but now it's like, I was like, bucket. When I was in the Army, it was so funny. I was in basic training, and I had a drill sergeant, and he would say, 2 tears in a bucket, mother. Every time somebody complained, he would say, 2 tears in a bucket, mother bucket. He was hilarious. Alright, I'm just going to do this out on camera. And then this one I'll speed up, because I have to be at the doctor's in an hour. I want to try this second color. It's literally like, I'm gonna try to show it to you. Alright, without this other one falling out again. Alright. Get the camera to focus. See, I'm scared it's going to fall out again. Alright. Can you guys see what it's doing? I mean, it's literally, it's like gooey. Yeah. I am very disappointed in this. I mean, it's nice and creamy and smooth, but I mean, I want to zoom you in a little closer. But do you see? It's barely showing up on my eyes. And it's like creamy when you're dipping into it, but then when you actually place it, it's like it just doesn't show up. And Nikki Tutorials did her video on this, and she showed using a brush, because she's got long nails, so she can't use her fingers. And she didn't get anything, like nothing showed up on a brush. Let me try one of my bling brushes and see what happens. I'm going to try this flat brush, but bling brush. This is number E4, I think. Yeah, E4. And I want to see. This one usually does good for laying down stuff like that. It's just skipping across. Let's try one more thing. I'm going to try one of my my glitter things here. Oh my gosh, that just fell. Oh, this is not a good day for me. It literally, the little thing that opens it just fell off. But these are little, they're little silicone heads, and they're supposed to be like for putting glitter and things on, but they're like the tips are silicone. Let's see if that will pick it up and put it on. It's literally just, it's like falling out of the pan as I'm touching it. Look at it. See, did you see that? Oh my gosh, this is bad, guys. Yeah, even that's not working. This is, and it's not even a glitter. Not even a glitter, it's just this little, like gel. That's one thing they had too, they had like this glitter gel stuff. This jelly kind of stuff. I didn't get that, because I just don't do well with that stuff. But this is like, so disappointing. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the other eye since I got you on here so you can experience this with me. Oh my gosh. What a roller coaster ride with this palette. Speaking of roller coasters, that is on my bucket list. I've never been on a roller coaster ever. You know, there's ones you can go to the amusement park and they're like in this, like, they're like enclosed for like smaller kids and you can get on them and go like up and down. Well, I've been on that. And I was on it when, because I don't do like amusement parks. I hate amusement parks because I don't ride rides. It just fell off. Oh my gosh. And we went to King's Dominion when the kids were little and with my in-laws. And Jake was like 2 or 3, I think. I think it's, maybe he was a little older than that. He was a little older than that. He might have been 4. He might have been 4 because he was walking around and stuff like fine. And we got on that ride and I said, I'll go on with him. And it was fun. I mean, it was just like this little, you know, thing that went around in circles, but still like a teeny roller coaster. And when it turned around to go backwards, he goes, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, it was so funny. I got off that thing. I was laughing like crazy and we got off and we were telling my in-laws and they busted up laughing. It was so funny. But he loves roller coasters. He goes with my other son, he and Ryan, they go down to King's Dominion and they talk about, you know, you need to get on a roller coaster, Mom. You need to get on a roller coaster. Well, I don't want to go upside down and I don't want to be hanging off, you know, this track because it reminds me of Final Destination and I don't want to do it. But that is on my bucket list is to go on a roller coaster. So that's like the main thing on my bucket list. And this stuff is itchy in my eyes. Like I just want to scratch. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to try this pink one at the top and see what it does, like right beside it. And I know I said I was going to do this off camera, but I'm just going to kind of put it here to see what happens. Nope. Not even seeing that one. Oh, we're just going to skip that row altogether. So the next thing on my bucket list is I want to go to New York. And Jacob went to New York. And I'm going to zoom me back out so I don't have my head cut off here. Jacob went to New York with his group from school. They went for, he was in interior design in school. And the fashion, I'm going to use that yellow color. The fashion department went and with interior design. And he went. And he always wanted to go. So we paid for him to go. And it was like, by the time we paid for the trip plus spending money, it was like almost $1,000 for him to go up there. And he's been trying to get me to go ever since. So when I went through chemo, like when I sat there that day, because I did not want to do chemo. I saw my mom go through it and she went through hell because from a lot of kick up in the pan, by the way. When she was diagnosed with cancer, my mom had ovarian cancer and she went through 8 months of hell and then she passed away. So when she got it, and then I said, you know, if I ever get cancer, I won't do chemo because I'm not putting myself through that. I'm not going to do it. And then my dad got cancer and he had bladder cancer that they said they got all of. Well, then later on it metastasized and went to his lungs, but it was still bladder cancer. The bladder cancer cells actually was found in his lungs. And he went through chemo and he was supposed to be, they said they gave him 6 to 9 months and he lived for 1.5 years and he didn't do too bad. I mean, he didn't do bad with his chemo until the last couple of rounds. So, you know, I mean, he hit a lot. You know, he was worse than what he said he was. Look at my brushes. Aren't they gorgeous? But he was, you know, he was worse than what he led on to be. But I said, you know, if I ever get cancer, I'm not gonna do chemo. Well, then I got cancer, and I'm gonna use this purple, that second row. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'm not getting hardly any. It's not showing up at all here. But anyway, he went through it, and he did really well with it. So he was like my role model. You know, he became like, okay, so if you build it up, it does look pretty. He became my role model, and he kind of gave me something to kind of shoot for as far as how I wanted to handle it. So when I was diagnosed, we were sitting in the doctor's office, my surgeon, my breast surgeon, because I was diagnosed on a Friday, and then Monday morning we were sitting in her office, and my husband went to school with her. So he looked at her and he said, "What happens if she doesn't do chemo? Will she die?" And she's like, "Yeah, you know, she's stage 3. Yeah, you know, she'll die." And he looked at me. He says, "You know, you have kids, you have grandkids. You can't do this. You got to do chemo." And I said, "I don't want to do chemo. I don't want to do chemo." I said, "Well, okay, let me ask you this. What'll happen if I do chemo? What do I get? You know, besides life, you know, like, you got to give me something to look forward to besides my life. You know, you need to give me something to look forward to. Like, you know, kind of like you promise yourself something, that kind of thing. You know, it's selfish, but, you know, I wanted something to look forward to." And he said, "Okay, you've been wanting to go to New York. I promise I'll take you to New York if you do this." I was like, "Okay, you promise to take me to New York?" Well, still haven't gone. I'm gonna try this orange color. Still haven't gone. Still want to go. Oh my God, there's a lot of kick up in that one. Oh my, look at this. Barely touched it. Can you see that? I'm trying not to hold it up because of that color, but barely touched it. A lot of kick up. All over the face. I need to use a smaller brush, I think. But yeah, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to go to New York, and still haven't gone. So he told me that I could go with Jacob because he really didn't want to go. He had no desire to go to New York. I just want to go to a Broadway play. That's the reason. I don't want to go shopping because it's too expensive. I like to see Central Park. I would like to see that. I like to see it at night, you know, like everything lit up. But I don't have like a desire to go like down to see like all the shops. I don't want to do all that. I just want to go to Broadway. I want to go see Broadway. And he keeps saying he's going to take us, but then he's like, "Yeah, maybe you two should just go without me." I don't want to go without him. That terrifies me. All those people terrifies me. But that's something Jake wants to do with me. So that's on my bucket list. You know, a lot of people say, "I like to go to Paris. I like to," yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you know, who wouldn't want to go places like that? Yeah, to go to Greece, that'd be on my bucket list too. So if you want to go, like, think big, like, let's think big. Like, if you had like a bucket list and money was no option, like, what would you want to do? So yeah, like to travel to Europe, that would be like on my bucket list. But we're talking like things that's reachable, things that are obtainable for me would be to go on a roller coaster, to go to New York, to go to like travel the United States. That would be something I'd want to do. What else would I want to do? I want to go to Florida to see my daughter instead of her having to come up here all the time. I'm changing the way I'm doing the colors because they're not showing up. So I'm changing. I'm just going to do like a rainbow look. Since that one color didn't show up, I'm just going to bring that yellow all the way down. Blend it in with it. I'll think of something else as I'm going here. My bucket list is not very long because I really don't know. I mean, it changes, you know. But the New York thing is definitely up there. And the roller coaster is up there. I mean, those are obtainable things that I would like to do. It's not asking too much, you know. They're simple things that I could do. Things that I've never done. And also, guys, I've been trying to grow my eyebrows out. I've been trying to grow them out since last Saturday. And as you can see, I have like a little couple of little hairs like right here, and then I have some right there. I don't know if you can tell. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah, I've been trying, but that's all I've come up with. All right, I'm going to use this really bright pink right there, that fuchsia looking color. I'm so scared that one's going to fall out. I want to use that too, but I'm scared it's going to fall out. I'm going to pop that right in the, like right underneath my eyes. I wonder why they didn't use any blue, because, I mean, she's got a blue dress on. They have the opportunity to use a blue in here, and they didn't use that blue at all. I don't understand why they didn't use the blue. I mean, this palette's beautiful, but I'm disappointed in the way that that center row, except that purple. The purple did layer up well, but I'm very disappointed in that second row. Those colors just did not perform at all. I'm going to try this one that fell out. I'm going to try that, like, down in here to see how it performs. Nope, that didn't even add any sparkle at all. Well, guys, we can tell you how I feel. All right, and then I'm going to layer across the bottom. I'm going to go straight across the bottom with that. And then I'm going to continue across the bottom with that orangey one, which is actually a surprise in the palette. I didn't know if I was going to like that one or not, but that's really pretty. And I'm going to blend them all together. Smoke it down. This will kind of pull them down a little bit and smoke it out. That's really pretty. I actually like that. That turned out really nice. I like it, I like it, I like it. And then for my highlight color, my brow bone color, I'm going to use my ColourPop. You know, I really don't know if I have anything else on my bucket list. I probably should have thought about that more. I really don't know if there's anything else. Yeah. I really don't know. That's about it. I mean, I don't have a lot of things on it because I haven't really thought about it, you know, because I guess a lot of people think about it before, like they were like, okay, this is what I want to do. But then when you're like faced with the whole death thing, it's like you don't think about it. You think you would think about it more, but in my case, it's like I didn't. You know, it's like I'm thinking more about, okay, I need to get my journals written for my kids, and I gave Ryan his, because I kept a journal when I was pregnant, and I kept the journal like right after I had my kids, and I gave Ryan his for Christmas the year before last. 2018, I gave him his for Christmas. No, his birthday. Was it his birthday? Maybe it was his birthday last year. Maybe that's when it was. Maybe it was last year for his birthday that I gave it to him. That way, in case something did happen to me, I wanted him to be able to have that journal. So I gave it to him. Alright, I'm sorry. I gotta get that little tiny hair out. That one little eyebrow hair that's growing right there. It's just growing in a weird place. I had to get that out. Alright, I'm going to go finish the other eye, and then I'm going to throw on some kind of eyeliner and do my eyelashes. And then we're going to come back and do the blush. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I just realized I said I was going to do this eye on camera and just fast forward it. So that's what I'm going to do, because I totally forgot. And then as I'm doing this eye, I forgot how I got the look. So like I'm trying to compare it, because I can't remember what colors I used because I was talking. So all this will be fast forwarded. Okay guys, I'm having trouble matching my eyes. And like I said, I think it was because I forgot to bring that yellow all the way across, because I wanted to just say forget it and just put it in the corner like I did over there. And obviously, you know, the yellow changed the color on this outside. And then I brought up the, I'm losing eyelashes. And then I brought up the color too far when I was blending. So this eye is much better than this eye. And I'm trying to go back and correct it, but I don't think I'm doing that hot of a job correcting it. It's not working too well. So now I'm just trying to blend away, kind of like when I overshadowed it. But I need to get more of that purple back in there somehow. So that's what I'm doing. It's just taking a little longer. It's just been a weird week. I don't know. I mean, the good thing is my son Ryan and his fiance Brittany came over this week for a little while. My son had taken my car in to get the oil change for me because his dad owns a service station. So he took that in for me, and they brought the car back. So I got to see them. So that made my week because I haven't seen them for a while. So that was good. And then they're fostering a little doggy, and I got to meet her, and I want her so bad. I would love to have her, but I have 4 dogs, so my hubby said since I have 4, I'm not allowed to have her, but I really, really want her. Somebody threw her away in a dumpster, in a garbage bag. I mean, who does that? Who does that? They had literally tied her up in a garbage bag. She had a fractured foot, and she was missing, like, their front teeth are, like, all ground down, where she actually had, like, chewed through, like, a gate crate or something, and somebody had went out on a smoke break in this place that we have, and they went out on a smoke break, and they heard a noise coming out of the dumpster, and they went in the dumpster and found that dog in a garbage bag. I mean, what would have happened if, I mean, there's another eyebrow over here. What would have happened if that poor dog wouldn't have been found? So Brittany works in a animal hospital, an emergency clinic, and they took her in there and had to give her oxygen for like 5 hours or something, Sophie, to be able to save her life. I mean, it's just unreal that somebody would do that. It just pisses me off to no end that people are so cruel to do that. So that's like major bucket list. It'll be for me to have a rescue, but I know that never happened. But anyway, so I got to see them this week. Got to meet Cindy, is the dog's name. And now I get to go have my arm stuck. And there's one lady in there, I've talked about her in another video, that when she sticks my arm, she hurts me because she shoves the needle in and then she bends it upward. I don't know why she does that, but she does, and it hurts like hell. And I usually don't have any problem giving blood, and she always has problems when she gets my blood, and I don't know why. Kind of like I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with my shadow on this eye. I'm done, I can't do it anymore. I wanted that carnival look, and I think I got it. I think I got the carnival look. All right, I am going to try to get this pillow talk up in here, because like I said, I put it too far up, so I had to try to do it over there. My dog's crying. Cassie wants to come in. I'm actually going to use this white color in the middle too. I'm going to pop that in this corner. See, that woke it up a little bit, didn't it? Bring it up a little higher. Okay, now I'm going to go off camera and finish my eyes, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I went ahead and did the blush and everything off camera because I am rushing. I have to be at the doctor here in a few minutes. This is the color of blush, and it actually turned out to be extremely pink when I put it on. I've used it before and I forgot that's actually what it did. So I had to kind of tone it down a little bit, but it's still really, really pink. But you know, it kind of matched the colors of the lips. There are 2 different lip kits. This one is the, let me see. I'm gonna put my glasses on now. This is the eye, let me go like that. This is the finished eye look. I do like it. This eye doesn't quite match that eye. Wasn't very impressed with this palette though, guys. I really was not. The payoff of the colors on that second row was not there. The purple had to be built up quite a bit, but once it built it up, I really liked it. It just wasn't as pretty on the eyes as what the palette looked like. That one falling apart was, you know, pretty heartbreaking. And it happens. I mean, you know, it's probably the first and last time. That second color was real mushy. I didn't like that too well. It did not show up at all on the eyes. You saw it was really kind of pale when it did show up. that top row, I didn't really play with that top row at all, so I'm not really sure. I mean, they're kind of muted colors. I'm not sure how they would turn out. This color is the one that fell out. This one's mushy. That one I won't use because it's a glitter. And these actually perform better than what I thought they were going to perform. Those actually turned out to be pretty. That orange actually turned out to be really pretty, and that fuchsia color was really pretty. Overall, not as happy about it as I thought it was going to be. I was looking for more than what it was, but I do like what it ended up with. It's very colorful, really pretty, but I'm not, for ColourPop, I'm not happy with the way that they performed. The color lip I have is Moonlight, and it's these two colors. This is the actual lip color. This is the gloss. I'm not happy with that. The reason is the lip, it's on the lips. It's on my teeth. Look at that. Anyway, the reason is because I had to layer this like 4 times. It's very creamy, but I had to layer it quite a bit. This, the reason I didn't like this is the brush. And you can see what happens when I put the gloss on. It literally digs off the color underneath. Very hard brush to put that on. That's the colors I have on. The other one is the Daylight, and these are the 2 colors in the Daylight. They're very pretty. I didn't play with them. The Daylight looks like it's got some glitter to it. And it does. It's really pretty. So, you know, I'll wear them because I do. That's just me. I wear stuff like that all the time. So I'm going to put them in my little bag that I got from BH Cosmetics. Because I'll be taking them with me because I'll be wearing them. But overall, I mean, I do like the collection. I think it's a really pretty collection. I probably will reach for it from time to time because I do like the bright colors that are in it, and you just have to really play it up, and you have to layer it and layer it to get it there. Even with my P. Louise base, which usually makes the colors more intense, it really didn't. But as you can tell, I mean, it did turn out pretty. I do like it. I like what I came up with. I like the brightness of that. The colors, once I laid it up, that purple was beautiful. You just really have to layer that purple to get it to actually show up. But like I said, that second row, besides that purple, I did not like. Didn't like the formula of that row. I didn't like the way that it laid down. I didn't like anything about that row. The top row I didn't play with, but the way it swatched on my hand and my arm, was not impressed. So out of a 5, I would give this palette probably a 3. I probably won't reach for it a whole lot, but then again, I have so many palettes, I don't reach for them a whole lot. So I have to kind of play them up. I have a few more things coming, but I do need to kind of go back and revisit some palettes and some that I haven't even touched yet. And I do have a lot that I want to show you in the coming weeks. So keep checking back. I hope you liked my video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you know when I have more videos coming. I do have some giveaways planned, and I do have the Jeffree Star. It has been shipped, so I'll have the Bloodlust palette coming, and I have some surprises in store with that one, so look for that video. Start thinking about your bucket list and comment below what's on your bucket list. I want to know. I'm curious. I want to see, guys. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will update you on how the blood work goes next week. Hopefully everything will be okay and will be good. And I do plan on doing an eating disorder video too, because this is eating disorder week. The week's almost over with though, but you guys go check that out. Go check out the National Eating Disorder Association. Eating disorders do not get the education that they should be getting, and they do not get any funding. Like the funding is like 1% or something like that. They just don't get the funding that other mental illnesses get. So go check out that association, guys. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you for being here. You mean so much to me. This means the world to me, and I thank you, each and every one. Go out, be good to each other, love each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my lovelies. I wanted to do a recap after the video. This makeup has been on now for 6 hours, and let me just tell you, I've put my lipstick on probably maybe, I still have it on my teeth, oh my god, probably 5 times, and it's been doing the weirdest thing. It's like out here on the corners, you probably can't see it in the video, but it dries down really weird. It doesn't stay on. It's not Jeffree Star, you know, so it doesn't stay on like Jeffree Star's does, but it almost pushes. Like as soon as you put that gloss on, and I do like you're supposed to, like when you wear gloss with matte, let the matte dry down. And if a thing I noticed too that you can do is you can like put your matte on with your mouth kind of open, like this, and it doesn't get on your teeth if you let it dry. It gets on your teeth a little bit, but I didn't do that earlier. But let it dry down, then you put your gloss on. Still, I had it like right before I did the video, I went ahead and put another layer on, And you can actually, you know what, look, you can probably see it. I can see it in my mirror. Can you see right there? I don't know if you can tell, but it, like, as it dries down, it pushes like to the outside edges. So like I had it like in here. So like I was constantly, I kept going like this, where it would just, and the other ColourPop I have does not do that, especially the new Luxe glosses. Oh, they are amazing. But these, I even went back and took the other color, because the other color, like even in the component, which it's not doing it now because I used it, but it was kind of breaking up like in the component. But I even tried like all 4 colors. I like tried mixing them together and trying to see whether that would make a difference, and it still was kind of pushing it off to the sides. So I'm not a big fan. And the fact that you have to like layer it over and over and over just to get the colors to even show up, it just blows my mind. And first I thought, well, maybe it's because I had like a little bit of like lip balm on their lip balm, ColourPop lip balm. Maybe that's why. Nope. Even when I took it off, it did the same thing. Not thrilled with that at all. As far as the palette goes, yeah, that color's already starting to come off just by closing it. Just by closing it up, it's already starting to come off in there. If you can look, you can see, like especially this eye over here, the purple's already starting to come off. So it's already starting to fade, and like the outside edges of this other color is starting to fade some over here. The blush stayed on. I mean, it stayed on really well. But yeah, like the purple over here, it's almost like non-existing compared to the side over here. This was the one that didn't quite match the other side. I mean, it still looks really pretty. I mean, I love this look that I came up with. You know, it wasn't what I planned out, but I really like it. I like it a lot. But it didn't hold up well. On a good note, ColourPop did email me back, which surprisingly fast. By the time I left here and I got in my car and drove to my lab appointment, I had my labs done, like I said I was going to do. So good Jenny, good girl, I did it. I went and had my labs done. By the time I got there, they already emailed me back and they're sending me a replacement one. So I'm very happy about that, because what I'll probably do is I'll probably like use this one. I'll empty this color completely out, and anything else that might want to fall out with it, I'm going to empty this completely out, and then I'll use that one. Like this will be like a backup kind of thing that I'll use, like if I want to grab, you know, just the purple out or whatever. I was going to put that one in a giveaway, but I really want to use this other color. So this, I can't use this color here at all, because as soon as I touch it, it starts coming completely out of the pan again. So I'm not even going to use it at all. And then a couple other ones are really loose in there. So I got a feeling as soon as I use them, they're going to do the exact same thing that one did. I think the whole entire palette is completely defective. So I did ask them if they want me to send it back. So they still may tell me to send it back. They haven't replied to that yet. So I may have to send this back to them. But at least when I have that one coming, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it upside down. See whether anything falls out of it. I did have another one of their pans, the peach pan. When I had that palette, I mean the peach palette, I had one of them fall completely out. But when it fell out, it didn't break, which I thought was really weird. Like the whole thing fell out, like the whole the pan, like the whole component, everything fell completely out. So the color didn't fall out of the pan fell out of the palette, and I was able to just pop it right back in. So that, you know, that didn't fall apart. But that's the first one I ever actually had that actually crumbled like that. And I told them that it actually crumbled on video, so they know that I actually did it on a video. So I don't know if that's why they responded so fast or not. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here hours later and show you how it was holding up after all those hours. I mean, it still looks really pretty. The yellow's still holding up really well. The oranges are still holding up pretty good. Just that purple just kind of dinged down a little bit. I'm a little disappointed that it didn't hold up a little longer. And the lip colors I'm completely disappointed in. Do not like them at all. I might still reach for them. You know, maybe. I don't know. I'm a Jeffree Star girl. What can I say? I mean, I have lots of colors over there. I have my Juvia's Place. I have my Alter Ego. I have my Sigma. I have my ColourPop. I have my Morphe. I have my Dominique. I have a lot of stuff over there. I really do. A friend of mine, Laura, I kind of did a little video for her the other day and showed her all the stuff I have. So, Laura, you can tell them down here. You can tell them all the lip colors I have and all the makeup I have, because she knows. She's seen it. So I have a lot, but these are not it. These are just not, they're not it. And if they did give backs, they probably would get those back, but they don't do give backs, so they won't be getting them back. And I did want to show you one more thing that I got in the mail today. And I know this is a ColourPop video, but I got these in the mail today. I wanted to show you, because I don't do videos or anything and don't get any PR or anything like that, because I'm not that kind of person. But the Bubble Babes that I've talked about before, I talked about their soap that I use to clean my brushes and stuff with. I ordered some the last time I ordered the soap, they sent me this little sample jar of their the body mousse that they have and the peppermint. So I got a full one. I went ahead and ordered it, and I got this mousse, and this is what it looks like. I mean, it's heavenly, and it's really light. It smells like cotton candy that's got peppermint. It smells so good. And then I wanted to try their body scrubs, and it's a sugar scrub, and it's actually lavender and sage. Look at that. It's got actually pieces of sage in it. And then they also have, I'm a sucker for body oils and bath oils, and they have this, a body and massage oil. I haven't smelled it yet. It's lemon lavender, and this is what the size of the bottle looks like. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, yes ma'am. But I got all of those. I thought I had the receipt. Yeah, I do. No, yeah. And they give you a little card, and then it's got a little thing written on the back. So I got all of those. I don't know if it's going to tell me on here. Oh, it is. Let me put my glasses back on. I got all that for $39 because I had a coupon. So all of this for 39 bucks. Not bad. And I really like the fact that, you know, Nikki's just a small little company and she does this on her own. So, I mean, you know, if I can support small businesses, I'm going to support small businesses. I mean, yeah, I support big businesses too. I mean, geez, I'm about a Jeffree Star, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there at the end. Anyway, you guys, like I said earlier in the video, go take care of each other, be good to each other, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my lovelies. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to my channel.